Welcome to the Offshore Club's fun-filled, fact-filled, fast-paced, blockbuster podcast, Coffee with Carib Carter, coming to you exclusively from where the sun never sets on the good life at a great price. And now, fill up your favorite coffee mug and join your expert and your guide, Carib Carter Clews.
Welcome to Coffee with Carib Carter. Let me get it in the screen there. There we go. It's good to be back again. It's good to be with you. I think we have a real exciting podcast today. Very, very exciting, because I'm going to concentrate on one major topic. Well, maybe two, but two major topics. Mostly, we are going to do today a special on $1,000 listing Caribbean. Okay, $1,000 listing Caribbean, because I get so many requests for it from you all. You know, I get, my inbox is packed. Hundreds of emails. And almost invariably, they want to know, okay, where do I go? Where are the best deals? Where's the best place to live? Where can I find an adorable home at an enjoyable pace, and right down the line? And so every month, every week rather, I tell you one place that I think would be great for you, based upon the research I do throughout the entire week. And so today I've just picked three that really kind of exemplify the kind of place that, from what you write to me, you're looking for. Okay, you know, our criteria is always, it's got to be in a safe place, it's got to be secure, enjoyable, beautiful, stunning, the sand, the surf, the sea, the good life at a great price, and very affordable. Okay, very, very affordable. And so we're going to do three of them today. We're going to try and keep the show to half an hour. I have a lot of requests now. Say, Carter, you know, you clearly love talking, which I do, about this topic. One guy wrote to me and said, you know, it's obvious you're very passionate. And I really am, because I love, you know, I've got one of those jobs that anybody would love. I get to help people make their dreams come true. That's the bottom line. You know, I get to help people dream big and live large by moving offshore to the Caribbean. Okay, and so being able to focus on the exact places you can go to at prices I know you're going to love. Okay, which are a fraction of the price you'd have to pay in the U.S. for a much better life now. That's pretty good, and that's what we're going to focus on today. Okay. That's what we're going to focus on today. First, let me do what I do every show. I start off by saying, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and on Rumble. Okay, I post every day a wide variety of things for you that I think you're going to enjoy, that I think you'll find stimulating, challenging, motivating, and very rewarding, exciting, and rewarding. So every day, check it out. I usually try and get one up early in the day, and sometimes I get another one in later in the day. And I enjoy it. They never run more than two to 5 minutes, I'd say. Videos, almost invariably videos, where I just get a chance to talk to you about what I think is on your mind, okay, and what certainly is on my mind, since I'm the one talking about it. So make sure to check those out. Okay, now, you remember we used to do YouTube, but we quit YouTube because they blocked one of them. And my position with any of these dictatorial social media is, you get to block me one time, and I ain't coming back then. Okay, and I advise the same thing for everybody else. Okay, don't put up with their crapola, because you don't have to. Okay, we have a lot of ways to communicate. I send you all a lot of emails. Which reminds me, I know some of you every week we have new people tuning in to Coffee with Carib Carter. Make sure, so that you don't miss anything, okay? So that you don't miss anything, go to offshore.club. You know, I'm the president of offshore.club. That's why I get to do this podcast. Go to offshore.club and sign up for the free Offshore Club Gazette. Comes to you every morning. It's got great videos, great columns. I try to write at least 2 columns a week, and we have other columns in. Some are things that tell you, hey, look, some stuff's going on in the U.S., the Mad Max type stuff that I'm going to do in just a minute here. Some is that. Some are just your dream material. Great videos from people actually live offshore. And every week, if you go to offshore.club, in the Gazette, the free Offshore Club Gazette, so sign up for it. You get Joel Nagel's Offshore Fortress Report that tells you how to protect your assets, and it gives you some hints about investing as well. So it's a great newsletter. I think one of the best newsletters out there. And by the response I get from you people who receive it, I know you're enjoying it. And anything we can do to continue to improve it, just let me know. Remember, you can write to me, and I get a lot of emails, so I know a lot of you write this down. caribcarter7@gmail.com. caribcarter7, the number 7 at gmail.com. Okay. So before we get to the $1,000 listing Caribbean today, the three of them, let's do a little bit of a Mad Max. It's kind of a Mad Max hope for the future combination. Okay. I'm going to tell you what's bad and then how to escape from it. The first is, look, I'm going to tell you, well, you know, here's rather than just me tell you, I want you to check out at offshore.club. I think it'll be up tomorrow. It'll probably be in the Gazette. I know it'll be in the Gazette. Jeff Tucker's column, The Land of Liars. Okay. This is what the Mad Max today is all about. And I am mad about it. And Jeff's column, Jeff to me is the premier political commentator in America today. Okay. The guy is great writer and absorbing. You can't stop reading once you start. Land of Liars, where he lays out that we now live under a government that lies on a daily basis, just inveterately, every confound word. You remember and he points out the inflation when they told us that 6 months ago, everybody said, hey, prices are kind of starting to rise and they're kind of bad here for us. There are good common folks out there. And by the way, folks, I'm a blue collar background. Okay. I was raised in blue collar Baltimore. So that's all I identify with. And the good, decent working Americans things. And what did government Biden and Yellen and Powell? There's no inflation. Biden, there's no inflation. There's no inflation. Remember, they told it there is no inflation. And then the American people, and Jeffrey points all this out in this incredible column. People kept saying, well, don't tell us that. I know I'm paying more every time I. Then they said, oh, about 3 months later, oh, a little bit, but it's transitory. Transitory. That word had never been used with inflation before, by the way. Okay. And then people said, transitory, my foot, it just keeps going up. Soon it's through the ceiling. And what do Biden, Yellen, his Treasury Secretary, and Powell, the Fed chief, say? Oh, well, yeah, I guess it is real, but it's not that bad. It's not. It was when they said that at 5 or 6% that they were admitting to the real inflation figure, and you and I both know it, is about 14%. Go to John Williams at Shadow Stats. He's the guy that tells the truth. He ain't part of government. It's about 13 to 14%. Matter of fact, gasoline is now 24% inflation rate. Your turkey this year could go up as much as twice as much a pound, okay? It ain't funny, McGee. That's what I would tell Biden. It ain't funny, McGee. So stop. And Jeffrey just tells him, you've lied, you lie, and you lie, and you lie. You remember when the Clinton impeachment and the guy's name was the attorney, said he lied and lied and lied until he had no one left to lie to. That's where we are. And to point it out and drive it home with you, I want to roll a video now for you. It's only 4 minutes. Now, after this video, I'm going to give you an uplifting video to get you out of it. But I want you to watch this video. It's a guy I tremendously admire. I advise everybody to watch Greg Manarino. He is an incredible economic analyst. Watch what he says about the lies we're being told about the unemployment rate. Get another lie, okay? Watch this, and he shows you the figures, folks. He shows you the figures. So here we go. Let's roll this Mad Max moment.
Okay, my beautiful friends, sit down and get ready because we have to talk The propaganda ministry right now on this lovely Friday is in full swing, and we're gonna put things into the right perspective. Again, their job over there, the mainstream outlets are there to twist your mind and make you at least attempt to make you believe that what you are seeing is not real. But it's very real, people. You can count on that. So let's talk about this. So before we even go to the market, let's touch on again the propaganda from this morning. So we found out, and it's being pushed on the mainstream media like it's the greatest thing in the history of the world, that we got some kind of a great jobs number last month, and it's just laughable. Let me read this to you real quick. So this is the big news this morning. So according to what they want us to know, the U.S. economy added 531,000 jobs last month. Okay, but net, we continue to lose jobs. Okay, if you look at how many people per week are claiming first-time unemployment benefits and weigh that against supposed job creation, net, we are losing big time. Again, every month, about 1.2 million people applying for first-time unemployment benefits, and then during the entire month, we had 531,000 jobs. Oh, yeah, that sounds great to me. How about no? Let us move forward here a little bit. So they want us to believe, okay, that the unemployment rate has dropped despite the fact that we are losing jobs every month. Now, the real number that matters, okay, is how many people are in the workforce. Now, I made a nice, lovely chart for you, and I want to show this to you. This is from October 2001 until, well, this right now. How does this look? We're in terminal decline. Okay, terminal decline. That's the financial crisis. That's when we were supposed to be in recovery, which we were not. Look at what was going on here. Down, down, down. And we continue to fall. Okay, that's where we are at. This is what you're not allowed to see. Okay, there is no recovery whatsoever. They can, again, with regard to all of this, it's just all crap. It's all propaganda, and you can't possibly make it up. I'm telling you, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, what else would you expect in this kind of a freak show, right? And just to push this point home here, that these numbers are not only fake, but the market knows that they are abysmal. This is real, okay? The rest of this stuff in the propaganda ministry with their big smiles on their face. Oh, look, we're doing better. No, we're not doing better. It's insane. It's an insane asylum. That's what this is here. But again, look at stock futures. Stock futures higher across the board. We do not get futures higher ever when we get good economic news. They only go higher when the economic news is abysmal. And the fact of the matter is, every single month we continue to lose jobs. The labor force participation rate in free fall. Period. The end. Okay? Oh, sure. Let's go back to the chart. You can get a little blip here or there, but look at the trend. Look at the trend. The trend is what matters. So imagine they would have flashed that on the mainstream media. Oh, no, they won't do that. You see, because people might understand that they're being lied to on a massive scale. But, no, everything's great. It's fantastic. It's tremendous. You know that. Anyway, people, that's really the story here. Let's go to the markets. Like I said, on the back of this news here, okay, stock futures are higher, pointing towards record highs at the open. And that proves to you that, again, it's just a terrible thing. Now, if you were to go to the mainstream, they're going to try to tell you that stock futures are higher because it's tremendous news. It's fantastic. Rah, rah, rah. No, it is absolutely not true. Up is down. Black is white. Left is right. It's just, upside down, twisted, and everything you can possibly imagine.
All right, folks. Let me put that perspective for you. What he's saying is, all the government wants to say is, a lot of people are applying for jobs. Oh my gosh, look at this. More jobs creation, 1 million jobs, blah, 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 blah. And what they're not telling you is they said 500,000 jobs created last month. Oh, well, whippy-doo-dah. And what Greg just pointed out to you is what they're not telling you is over 1.2 million jobs lost last month. I'm not a mathematician, but I can do that math, and it ain't good. It ain't good. All the more reason. Plan your plan B. Get your escape route. If this economy is going to collapse, don't let it be on your head. Okay? Not when you can live the good life offshore for pennies on the dollar and not worry about what they're doing here. Okay? If you have $1,500 to $2,000 a month income that you can rely upon in these countries south of the border, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, I could go on and on. You're going to live like royalty. You're going to live like royalty. Okay. Remember the other week I showed you a property in Dominica. I always like to get that name right. Not Dominican Republic. I showed you one earlier in Dominican Republic, which was incredible for next to nothing. But I think 2 weeks ago I showed you one in Dominica, which is really a neat island. That the average income is $5,800 a year. Okay. So if you're bringing in $2,000 a month on your Social Security or some residual investment returns, whatever, wow, you're going to live pretty good. You're going to live pretty good. So when you see something like Greg just said, prepare your plan B. Get there. Okay. Here's one way to play. Now, this next video, here's a way to make your plan B. They're coming up in next week, so it's kind of late, but I'm going to if you'll keep an eye at offshore.club on the Offshore Club Gazette free subscription, we're going to tell you how you can virtually attend this virtually, okay, online, this incredible conference that I'm going to show you a video about now. Okay, in the video is a guy I've respected for several decades. I like the guy. He is one of the few politicians that I actually believe when he talks. Okay, honest to God, I think Ronald Reagan, Armstrong from Colorado, Jesse Helms, and I like Jordan, Matt Gaetz, a couple of the others who are starting to stand up and really tell the truth. But this guy for decades has been telling us the truth right on the line, and now he's going to invite you to a conference coming up in Vegas, the 13th to the 17th. As I say, it's probably too late for you to sign up now. They only had 50 opening seats at the table. It's almost all sold out. You might be able to get one. If you go to offshore.club and click on events, so you can give it a shot. Offshore.club, click on events. But let this gentleman, Ron Paul, some of you are saying, yeah, all right, we like Ron. Watch this video, and he's going to tell you about the event. It's only a few minutes. So watch carefully, take notes, and you might want to attend either in person or virtually. Let's roll Ron Paul. This is a privilege.
Hello, everybody. I'm former Congressman Ron Paul from Texas. I will be speaking at the 25th Annual President's Week's Investment Conference. I want to let you know that I've been very much involved in politics and economic education for a long time. I was fascinated with what was happening monetarily back in 1971. It was when the gold window was closed and Nixon put on wage and price controls, and it motivated me to run for Congress. And I was an MD at the time, practicing medicine, enjoying myself, but I felt compelled to speak out about monetary issue. I became fascinated with the Austrian business cycle. Why do we have business cycles? Why do we have the ups and downs? And why do the politicians do what they do? So on a lark, I signed up to be a candidate for president with the full confidence that I couldn't possibly be elected because I was going to be running against Santa Claus. But lo and behold, I ended up with a 24-year career in Congress, fighting the battle there to try to cut spending and talk about sound money. And it hasn't been all that successful. They're still doing exactly what I went to stop. But I tell you what, the problems are getting much worse, and conferences are very important places to get the information that you need to decide what you should do personally, politically speaking, or financially speaking, investment-wise. So that this is why I continue to talk about the very issues I talked about a long time before I went to Congress. And that's about sound economic policy, believing in free markets, believing in sound money, believing in balanced budgets. Unfortunately, if anything, things have gotten much worse since I first ran for office. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to quit talking about it, because there will be an absolute need to do something about this, because conditions are getting much worse and the politicians in Washington are not going to cut spending. There's no way that crop of people are going to cut. It's going to end badly. It's going to end up, in my estimation, with runaway inflation, and people will be forced to do it, because if you cut anything now, there'd be a revolution, and it wouldn't be tolerated. There's never going to be an opportunity for another Paul Volcker to come through and say, you know what, we need to tinker with the monetary policy and raise interest rates a little bit. It's not going to happen. So I think we are destined. And the big problem I see right now, not only has this been an attack on our financial well-being, it's been an attack on our personal liberty, because our conditions have been complicated by what's been happening with this COVID lockdown business, this inability for us to even talk about natural immunity, and this is a violation of civil liberties. So as our financial conditions have deteriorated, so has our protections for our civil liberties. So we have gone a long way astray from what the presidents and our congressmen in the past have supported, and especially have strayed a long way from what the founders thought we should do, because they had an outline for us. They gave us the outline, but guess what? They don't follow it anymore, and that's called the Constitution. So that is my theme. Liberty would solve a lot of our problems. We have done a lot of dumb things, and we cannot live beyond our means as a country. You can't do it as an individual or as a business. Eventually, you have to pay the piper. And right now, the crisis that we're in is because we are in the midst of trying to pretend that we don't have to pay the piper. But it will occur, and that is why it's so serious of a matter, and people have to get prepared and try to understand what's really happening and do what they can to take care of themselves, but also help change the conditions so that the American people will accept the principles of liberty once again.
What a great man. And his son, Rand, who is blowing the whistle on Fauci. Good man, too. I like his son. Rand standing up for us. Saying, how about letting the American people have the freedom back again? I don't think, and I think you'll probably agree with, I'm going to get back to the conferences. I don't think I should have to ask permission of Anthony Fauci to have Thanksgiving. I just don't think so. I don't ever recall my entire life, and I'm 75 years old, being told, Carter, don't forget to check with Anthony Fauci as to whether you can have Thanksgiving and Christmas. What the hell's going on? No, thank God for Rand Paul stand up. But let's get back to the conference. Check it out. Go to offshore.club. Click on the little tab that says events, and it's going to pop right up on the screen. If you want to attend in person, as Ron invited you to, you can sign up there and see if there are any openings left. I think it's almost closed now, but you can still attend virtually, and that's an incredible conference. 17 international financial experts, okay, in both protecting your assets and in investing your money for a maximum return, okay? Gold, Bitcoin, the cyber currency, property, everything you can imagine at this conference. I mean, Porter Stansberry is going to be there, one of the investment mavens that some of you will recognize that name. Griffin, the guy who wrote The Creature of Jekyll Island, they're all going to be there. This conference is worth attending. It really is. I'm going to try and be there. My brother had an accident, so I don't know if I'm going to make it. I intended to be there, but I'm speaking anyway. I'm going to be speaking on the realpolitik, okay? Not politics, but what's really going on in Washington and how that affects, investments, and most of all, how it affects your need to get away from it all. Okay, just get away from it all. So that's it. I've given you your Mad Max moment there with Greg. I've given you your escape route, your plan B, in part with Ron Paul. Remember, the ultimate escape route is just getting your place offshore. And that is what we're going to talk about now. How was that for a segue? How was that for a segue? We are going to go house hunting. Okay. Look, I even made up a logo. I'm the worst artist in the world. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. The OSC Offshore Club Good House Hunting Seal of Approval. The good life at a great price from yours truly, Carib Carter. Okay. We are going to go house hunting all over the place. There we go. There we go. We love it, don't we? I made this map because, you know, some of these countries, even I couldn't find, to be honest with you. Like, I got to be honest with you. Guyana, remember when I told you about the great place in Guyana you could get for next to nothing? And then Dominica. I just love saying that word. There's our map for today. So let's jump into that map. Let's jump into that map and do our house hunting.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? And then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go. Martinique, that Montserrat mystique. We'll put out to sea, and we'll perfect our chemistry. And by and by we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Afternoon delight, cocktails and moonlit nights. That dreamy look in your eye, give me a tropical contact high. Way down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? And then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go.
Absolutely one of the greatest songs the Beach Boys ever sang. And I love the Beach Boys. I love the Beach Boys, or the, as I call them now, the Beach Geeks. I think they're even older than I am. But what a great song. And you know, it gives you the lilt, it gives you the lift that we talk about when we talk about making you move offshore. It's a better life. You know, I own two, not one, but two. My wife and I own two homes in the Caribbean, and we're looking for a third in Nicaragua. So let's take a look at where $1,000 listing Caribbean is recommending you take a close look at today. Okay. All right. Now, let me give my honesty disclaimer here. I guess, you know, I obviously, I always suggest you take a look at places like Grand Pacifica, the most beautiful and incredibly affordable residential resort community in the Caribbean. Grand Bayman in Belize. Grand Pacific is in Nicaragua. These are Mike Cobb communities. You cannot beat a Mike Cobb community. Let me give my, what's full disclosure, right? Mike is the co-chair of the Offshore Club, okay? Joel Nagel, America's #1 offshore assets attorney, who is doing the conference next week, the President's Week conference next week, is the other co-chair. And they both jointly own these two gorgeous um, offshore residential resort communities. So always take a look at those. But then the other place I always look at, and it's so funny, it had to be what? And some of you who are regular viewers remember when Angela, I think her name was, wrote and said, you know, Carter, it would be nice if you'd learn to talk clearly, because you keep telling us where you find all these great listings that you tell us about, and I can't tell what you're saying. So let me reiterate again, the listings I'm going to give you today, all three of them, as a matter of fact, come from vivion.com, VIVIUN, Vivion, VIVIUN.com. Okay. And I don't get any money if you buy one of these properties. The Offshore Club is not a real estate company. We help people move offshore. Okay. We don't make our money selling real estate. The more people move offshore, the better it is for the Offshore Club, because we want a huge expat community. Okay. Because the Offshore Club, and you find, I know a lot of you write and tell me you find it more and more every day, really is kind of a meeting place for you, where you come to find out what's going on offshore and to get the expertise. It's just a good club. And don't forget, we're going to have a big conference coming up next March, probably in Belize, our first one for the Offshore Club. So the benefits are going to multiply. And I have a lot of other great announcements in the coming weeks. But that goes back to what all I was saying was, when you see these properties, it's between you, and when you go to Vivion, VIVIUN.com, you make your deal with whoever's selling it, and it's between you two. I don't get a cut. I'm just happy for you if you get one of them, because I know they're great properties. Okay, so let's go to the first one. Okay, you know I love Uruguay. Okay, Uruguay is the Italy of South America. Okay, Uruguay. For those of you, let me get my map back out, because sometimes, you know, it's a funny thing. One time somebody said, "Where's your wife from?" I said, "My wife is from Honduras," and the person said, "Honduras, is that in Africa?" It's not in Africa, and Uruguay is not in Africa either. It's way down there. Okay, can you see it way down there? I hope you can see some of the names there. All right, so Uruguay, down there near Paraguay. See that little green spot? Right there. Okay, that's Uruguay. But it's kind of like the Italy of South America. There's a bunch of Italians there. Okay, I mean, a lot of Italians. I don't know how they all got there. Now, I can say anything I want about Italians because I'm Italian. My mother was born in Reggio Calabria. And I'm thrilled they're there. It's, you go to Montevideo, the capital, you swear you were walking around in Rome. Okay, they speak Italian with a Spanish accent, or Spanish with an Italian accent. Sorry. They probably eat a lot of spaghetti. So it's a great country. It really is. It's peaceful. It's gorgeous. The prices are fantastic. And here's a property for you there. Okay, here we go. This is off Vivion. Here, see that little number? Can you see that number, folks? Okay, I'm going to read it to you later. But when you go to vivion.com, there's a little box in the upper right-hand corner. You type in this number, and it's going to take you 272-753. 272-753. It's going to take you to this property, 272-753. Click on it, it'll take you right to this property. Or it takes you to the Uruguay page, and you'll see the property. Let me retract that. Actually, if you type in that number, it will take you right to this property. Beach house for sale in Parque del Plata, Canelones, Uruguay. Okay. Fully furnished beach house. Dutch owner selling this cute little beach house. Quiet neighborhood, walking distance to a sandy beach. You know, I love my pictures. I love my show and tell. So let me get my sandy beach picture out. There is the actual sandy beach that is within walking distance to. It's a nice sandy beach. It is a nice sandy beach. All right. And it has a large living room with sitting room area. Here's the house. Let's look at the house. Show them the house, Carib Carter. There's the house. Nice little bungalow. Nice yard. Nicely kept up. Okay. Nice yard. Nicely kept up. bedroom was is sitting room area with a sofa. That let me get my picture here. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the inside. Isn't that lovely? Sitting room. Large living room with sitting area with open fireplace, dining table. See it all there? Isn't that nice? Very, very cozy, very spacious. Bedroom with spacious built-in inbuilt wardrobe. That's very nice. Bathroom with shower, toilet. The works. Washing machine comes with the washing machine. Front garden with lovely mature trees. And here's what's out back here. That is a nice, I don't know what is a veranda. I don't know what you call that. Okay. Isn't that lovely? So you do your cooking there, you eat outside. Remember, when you get in these countries, folks, you spend 80% of your time outside anyway. So that's part of your living quarters there. So it's just gorgeous, gorgeous. Front yard with mature trees. I showed you that. That's your patio with the barbecue, outside shower, in addition to it, obviously, an inside shower. Because don't forget, you're within walking distance of the beach. It's only about 15 to 30 minutes from Montevideo, the capital that's like Rome. So this is a beautiful home, a great deal. And it is only, ready? Total, right? Essentially on the beach, 115,000 total. A home like that in the U.S., a beach home, what are you looking, 200, 300,000? Easily, 115,000, and talk them down. Every house I've bought, I've talked them down. Okay. They want to sell, you want to buy, and so you negotiate. You can't beat that. That's what buying and selling is all about, right? 115,000. Great deal as it is. A great deal as it is. It's a home you can live in. If you want it to be a second home, a vacation home, that's fine. If not, it's a home you can live in. A place to move to. It's peaceful. It's copacetic. Good neighbors, good neighborhood. Lovely setting. Near the city when you want to go in the city for the nightlife, entertainment, dining, whatever. It's very, very nice. Okay. So there you got it. There's your listing. That's what it's going to look like when you go to vivillon.com. Check it out. That's your first $1,000 listing, Caribbean. That's a fraction of the price for what you pay for a similar home in the U.S. without all the hassle of what we're getting from the U.S. government now. Okay. Without every day, what do I always tell you? Every day, the federal, state, and local governments come to you with two things: the thumbs down, you can't do that, and the palm up, unless you pay us more money, higher taxes, assessments, fees, licenses, permits, blah, 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 blah. Enough. You don't have to live like that down there. Your taxes, I would bet your taxes on that may be $100 a year, if that, rather than up here, home that size up here, boy, taxes. California taxes probably be $10,000 a year, but even here where I'm in Pennsylvania right now, you're going to be probably three, at least if you can find anything in similar, which you can't, if you don't have any ocean in Pennsylvania. Okay, let's look at another. Let's move on. Quickly moving on. Aruba. Okay, what do we got here? Let's go to Nicaragua. Nicaragua, as all of you know, I think right now, Nicaragua is the single best place to move in all of Latin America. Okay. The prices, the cost of living. Any of you watched last week when we interviewed Patrick Hebert? Medical expenses, a tenth of what they are in the U.S. And for top quality, okay, I'm talking top quality. They have a Mayo Clinic, for Pete's sake. Food prices, a fraction of it. Housing, as you're about to see, is very, very good. A fraction of it as well. I know right now our Biden, he's very upset because at Nicaragua, because our election irregularities. It's hard to keep a straight face when Joe Biden talks about election irregularities. Okay. But he wants to attack. The real reason he wants to attack Nicaragua is when it came to the whole COVID thing and the Fauci flu. they don't have a problem there. And what Ortega, the guy that Biden doesn't like because he has an election irregularity, excuse me, Ortega told his people, I'm not, look, if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. You want to get a shot, get a shot. You want to stand 6 feet apart, have at it. Merry Christmas. But I'm not going to tell you every move to make because I'm not your father. You're mature adults who can make your own decisions. Wow, is that refreshing? Okay, so that's Nicaragua. You're very safe there. There is not a plague. Okay, and it is a gorgeous, beautiful country. I just wrote a column. Check it out at offshore.club. It's called Cohan Dan, okay, about Nicaragua. Nicaragua has a lower murder rate than the U.S. by far. By far. I think it is 3.5 per 100,000. The U.S. is pushing 8 now. And if you make the mistake of going into a U.S. city, it is 60. So Nicaragua's a pretty good deal. I'm telling you, it is the best right now, okay? So this is in Nicaragua. It is Rivas, Nicaragua. Rivas, Nicaragua. We are talking about a home that is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Here's the home. Okay, check these things out for you folks, though. Folks, this again is at Vivian. I don't have the number here, but there are only 8 listings for Nicaragua. Check the one that's Rivas, R-I-V-A-S. There's the home. It is beautiful home on 6 acres, 6 acres of land with fruit trees. When you look out your window, here at this home, here's your view. Not bad. That's part of your 6 acres overlooking a gorgeous volcanic mountain. It's not an active volcano, by the way. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Fresh, clear, crisp, clean air. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, laundry storage inside. Has a separate casita, by the way. You're not just getting 1 home, you're getting 2 separate casita you can use as a guest house with a bath. Okay, vegetable gardens, incredible views, full bath, two full bedrooms inside the house I just showed you, 1 bath, living room, dining room, just a very spacious, beautiful home out in the countryside. And he says, as a bonus, the owner says, as a bonus, he will throw in, now brace yourself for this, folks. I wish when I bought this home I'm sitting in right now in in Pennsylvania, I wish the person that sold it to me had thrown in this as a bonus. This as a bonus, you pay full price, and I'll include a lot. Ready, folks? In Playa Yanqui, which is in San Juan del Sur. Free. You get a beach property for free, along with your 6 acres and a beautiful home. Total price, $125,000. And negotiated. I always tell you, negotiate. $125,000. Look, in America, that beach property alone would cost you in Florida, what, $500,000? In California, more than that. If you could find it, $125,000. $125,000 the home. Here's a view of the kitchen area inside. Look at that, well built, beautiful. Folks, this is a great deal. So check it out on vvion.com. I'm sorry I don't have the number. I cut it off when I printed this out. I apologize. But you'll see it. There's only 8 listings. It's Rivas, R-I-V-A-S, in Nicaragua. Check it out. So that's another $1,000 listing, Caribbean. That's not a deal. That's a steal. Okay, that's a steal. That's not a deal. That's a steal. Right? Am I right? Of course I'm right about that. All right, one final. And when I show you this one, some of you are going to say, as Ronald Reagan said to Mondale, Well, there he goes again. Here I go again, because I'm going to tell you about buying a home like this in La Ceiba Beach Club in Honduras. Now, why do I this should be dog-eared, because I've shown it to you many one times. That's my house. That's my house. This was a home that I showed you all 8 months ago and said, folks, you better jump on this one. You better jump on this one, because it is gorgeous, right? And it is, honest to God, folks, it is gorgeous. Here's another view of it, okay? Look at that. That's my home with my trees, my landscaping, okay? Why is it my home? Because after I told you you should jump on it, I did, okay? But before I go on, there's another one like next to it, and this is ocean front. This is not ocean view. This is ocean front, okay? Look. See there? Remember? That's my wife on my ocean. Waving at you. Okay? Look at that. Wow. Yeah. There's another one just like that right next to it. I'm going to tell you the price in a minute, so hold your place there. Here's out the back door. There's a swimming pool and the clubhouse. Okay? And see the gazebo there. That's out the back door. Okay, down the way a little bit from it. This is in La Ceiba Beach Club. Okay? This is looking out from the porch of the home next door. Folks, this is all real. This is all real. And this all can be yours. It is yours for the asking. Okay, my home I just showed you was $32,000. Okay, I'm going to give you a chance to go, what? $32,000. That's 2-bedroom, and it's gorgeous. Oh my God, the inside is gorgeous. Okay, see this home here, down the beach from it. See down there on the beach, that home right down the beach from me. That's like 3 bedrooms with a den, its own swimming pool. See it out front there? It's well under 200,000. As is this one, which is actually owned by the guy that I directly bought my home from at La Ceiba Beach Club. Okay? Okay? And that's a little over 100,000, 150,000. Those homes would be $1 million homes in the U.S. easily. They're perfectly built. As a matter of fact, remember folks, if we interviewed Chris Barrett and his wife Sue Hay, the builders, the developers. This is a gated, guarded community. Beautiful. The gardeners full time, okay, who keep it up and keep it beautiful. The home.
It's Chris Barrett down in La Ceiba, Honduras. Here's a bungalow in phase 1 of La Ceiba Beach Club for sale. It's 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Here's an outside view. Small porch in front. A lot of tropical plants, flowers around here. Right next to the 2-story clubhouse and pool. The hand-carved canoe. I'm offering my personal bungalow here for $79,000. Custom wood table. There's a hand-carved door here. It's a good beach bungalow here. It's 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Comes furnished. Little tiki hut outside here. Beautiful mahogany table, hand carved. Did a great job on carving his table out and staining it. It comes with this bungalow too. Looking for a direct beachfront lot, beach house, a bungalow, steps from the beach. A great value. I have what you need. This is Chris Barrett down in La Ceiba, Honduras. This bungalow has AC and hot water. Comes fully furnished. $79,000. You own this, you don't lease it. Taxes on this are less than $50 a year for this bungalow. $79,000 on steps from the beach. La Ceiba Beach Club Phase 1. Perfect for vacations or to rent out for income. www.hondurasbeachfrontvalues.com. This is Chris Barrett.
The home, you can get a home like mine for 30 to 40,000. One of those bigger homes for well over 100, between 100 and 200. Those are $1 million homes. My home, if you could find it, it would be at least 300,000. Okay, easily. You're on the ocean. You're not. Oh, it's well, this is ocean view. If you have damn good eyesight, no, you're on the ocean. Okay, these are beautiful places. La Ceiba Beach Club. Write to me at Carib Carter 7 at gmail.com. I'll put you in touch with Chris. He's a great guy. He and his wife Suhei. Those of you who are regular viewers of Coffee with Carib Carter, you remember the interview with him and his wife. Delightful people. Great builder. And lovely, lovely neighborhood. Great neighbors. It's a friendship village where people there and they pull for each other. By the way, if you like it, fresh milk, you get them from the dairy farm right there. Coconuts right off the trees. Fresh eggs from the farmer has the chickens nearby. It's kind of idyllic, isn't it? It really is. For next to nothing. Okay. All right. And again, I don't get a cut. You know what I get out of it? If you happen to buy at La Ceiba Beach Club, the last one I just showed you, where you can get in for under 50,000. Here's what I get out of it. I get to have you as a neighbor. We can catch fresh fish and do a fish fry down on the beach. I'm serious about that because Chris does it all the time. So there you go. There is your $1,000 listing. I promise you today we focus on that. So there it is. Those are great listings. They are right now, it's still a buyer's market in the Caribbean, but it's not going to be long because more and more people are saying, I've had it. I can't take any more of what's being done in this country. I don't like mandates. I don't like being told either you do as we say or you're fired from your job. You can't provide for your family, can't have a roof over your head, can't feed your family, can't clothe your family. I don't like that, and I'm getting letters all the time from other people say we've had it. We're not tolerating this. Okay, doesn't happen down there. Okay, you don't have to live it. You can, as I always say, make your move south of the border and breathe free. Oh, for God's sake, isn't that a lovely thought? Breathe free and get to be with your friends again. See some smiling faces again. That's what it's all about. A good life at a great price. I always say, when you make your move to Central or South America, Latin America, once again, you can dream big and live large. Okay? That's what it's all about. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? To help you motivate you toward that, we always end with a little motivation. I want to show you a motivation video that really touched my heart. Okay? Touched my heart. I want you to watch this. Then we come back. I'm going to put it a little bit in perspective for you, but first watch it. Only it's like 2 minutes or less than the 2 to 3 minutes, but it's going to stick in your mind forever because I think it's going to touch you the way it touched me. So let's roll it.
down, and oh, my soul so weary. When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
All right, folks. Now, why is that to me so motivational about making your move south of the border? Because your Offshore Club is a community. Okay, we help each other, and more you're going to see that with the Offshore Club. I'm lining up a fitness expert now who's going to hopefully do a column every week for you, so that at the Offshore Club you can do that doesn't require a lot of weights and equipment, all, because a lot of you, when you make your move, are going to find sometimes, like when I lived my first home in El Pino, it was a half an hour outside of La Ceiba. There was no fitness gym around the corner, and so with this new guy, a guru, a real fitness guru, Justin is. Hopefully, we're going to get him to be doing a regular column videos for you, and we're going to have other services from club members because it's a community. The way you saw that father helping his son, that's what the Offshore Club is all about. It's expats helping expats. Okay, it's all of us part of the community, doing things together, pulling together, having friendship villages, real places like La Ceiba Beach Club, Grand Pacifica, Grand Payment, or virtual friendship communities where we all pull together. Whole new way of doing things, a whole new life that's going to be not just good, but great for you, okay? So I'm glad you remember the Offshore Club. And the more active you become, the more you're going to love it. Write to me at caribcarter7@gmail.com. Tell me what you want your club to provide you, and we're going to get it for you, because that's why we're here, okay? So together, as we do every week, let's join hands. Let's make this club bigger and better than ever, which is becoming every single week as we keep working at it. That's our commitment to you. So, as I close every show by saying, let's do this thing.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us at the Offshore Club. For more information on the Offshore Club or to contact Carib Carter, visit www.offshore.club today. www.offshore.club. That's www.offshore.club. See you next time at the Offshore Club.